Hello, everyone. This is your neighborhood-friendly atheist ranger here, and um, well, I am doing a Gman video, and while I normally respond to it by myself, AJ James, who, by the way, is not an atheist. Last time I talked to her, she is a spiritualist, but she doesn't like G-Man any more than I do, so I thought I'd include her in this little YouTube response. So, AJ, tell my audience what your true feelings towards G-Man.
I like to make fun of his name sometimes, like Gonorrhea Man, Good Grief Man.
Yeah.
He's really fun to make fun of because it's so easy. This guy is crazy.
I think what I like most about him is that this is a man who clearly lives in his own little world. You know, he acts like he's like some intellectual heavyweight. Even if you see like one of his videos, you know that he's not.
So what's this video you want to review?
Well, apparently, and by the way, I know that you're not an atheist, and let me make that very clear to my audience. AJ James is a spiritualist. I've had plenty of conversations with her, with a certain YouTuber. I don't know if he's around anymore, but a YouTuber by the name of VC Magnus. I don't know if he's around anymore, but
I don't know either. He just left.
and yeah, I had plenty of decent conversations with him, and I think one time I was to hang out with both of you, and I was kind of challenging you on your spiritual beliefs, but that has nothing to do with this particular response video. Anyway, this is a man. Apparently, G-Man thinks YouTube atheism is dead. So I thought, me being drunk, I thought I'd let's see what this idiot has to say. And I know it's not very professional to do a video response while you're drunk, but you know what? What the fuck? In my experience, I do my best video responses when I'm drunk.
If you can destroy someone in a debate while drunk, that proves that the other end is stupid as heck.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is G-Man, and anyone who knows G-Man knows that this man is YouTube pwnage on easy mode. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what he has to say.
Our edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries, and today I'm going to celebrate a little. I'm going to celebrate the end of evangelical atheism, the kind of atheism that goes out there and says that there is no God, that Christian God is immoral, that Christians are immoral, and that Christians are wasting their time worshiping an imaginary sky.
Hey, first of all, I don't think all Christians are immoral, just, the ones that think like you. And as far as the God that you worship, fuck yes, do I think he's immoral. I mean, given the book that you worship, this is a God that sent, was that, I think, 2 female bears to kill 42 children simply because they made fun of a bald prophet. So yeah, I'm gonna go by saying that this God that you worship is kind of a dick. AJ, your thoughts?
Not only that, because I've heard of that story, he technically created Satan. I thought about it for a while, and he did. He sent an angel down to Earth and created Satan. Like, what kind of moral person would create Satan, for heaven's sakes?
Well, I mean, to be fair, biblically speaking, the only thing that Lucifer did was tempt Adam and Eve. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I don't know if you're a big fan of that of the show Lucifer on Fox, but I am. But Technically speaking, all he did was tempt Adam and Eve. I mean, it's not like he forced a gun to their head and have them eat the forbidden fruit. Which, by the way, if God supposedly knows everything and is in control of everything, he's the one that set the stage for man to fail. So this idea
Exactly.
So this idea that man is at fault for man falling is just plainly ridiculous.
Those days are almost gone. We need to celebrate and we need to be happy and rejoice in that the evangelical is dying and it's basically almost dead due to some of you. I noticed I've been listening to the drive about what Gman said, and he said he really believes things are mild. He's stealing people's ideas and all of stuff. Keep telling yourself that, and he will continue to do the work. But anyway, the bottom line is this: you go do a search right now. Nobody is out there really talking about stuff anymore. What happens to be
Stop. Okay, first of all, the atheist channels are growing almost every year. And secondly, by the way, the reason why it's not being talked about so much is because that whole atheist versus theist debate is kind of boring at this point. AJ, your thoughts?
It is boring. I know firsthand. It is super boring.
No, I mean, by the way, like maybe 5 years ago, it wasn't as boring, but at this point, it's pretty much been talked to death. So this idea that, atheists who aren't talking about it as much, oh, well, we're just so afraid of theists. No, because it's been talked to death. Okay, that's why. So I don't know where you're getting this point of, oh, well, theists are winning.
Sometimes, why Dance does it on a regular basis. Rachel Oates sometimes, but I really don't hear people talking about this topic no more. And it's mainly because they know that their arguments are stupid and they have been debunked, they have been destroyed, they are under our feet with the gum and the poop and everything else.
Oh god. Gman, every single theistic argument, and let me be very clear, I can't speak for my co-host for this video response, AJ, but every theistic argument I've ever heard has been debunked. You have God of the Gaps, that's been debunked. You have goddamn, what's another one? You have Pascal's wager, that's been debunked. You have the cosmological argument, that's been debunked. So I mean, the refutations that we atheists have for those arguments, you haven't refuted. So I don't know where you're getting this evidence from that you've debunked our arguments. AJ, go ahead.
Is he in the laundry room?
No, well, possibly, but I know, I mean, given the background of his work, he's making this video at work, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yes. Which, by the way, that concerns me because, like, it leads me to believe that he is either friends with his boss or his family member is his boss, because no boss that I know of would allow you to record a video at work, especially a 6-minute video.
Who knows, but it's still really kind of creepy.
Well, it's not just creepy; it's just fucking unprofessional. I mean, I mean, I don't know if I know you're 18. I don't know if you have a job or not, but I mean, if I were to record a video at work, I'd be fucking fired on the spot.
I'm actually 19, but I agree.
Oh, I mean, last time I talked to you, you were 18. It's been a while since I talked to you. Yeah, I'm 20.
I'm with the show.
Yeah.
Your arguments are going on right now. You're either in the group of people that's talking about drama, or you're in the group that's talking about science. Because this evangelical atheism is dead. I'm sorry, I forgot one other group, the atheist experience, but they won't be around too much longer either. Because it seems it's coming to my attention that a lot of them are going to be focusing on politics. So, which is what the reason on why all these people are doing the things that they're doing.
A person that I know that's from the atheist experiences going into politics is maybe Aaron Raw, and he's only been on there a couple of times. Matt Dillahunty, he's not going into politics. Jen Peoples, she's not going into politics. Dan Barker, he's not going into politics. So I don't know where you're getting this information from.
They want political power. It's the only logical reason that they would be doing the things that they're doing, other than going on why God didn't give them that pony that they prayed for.
What the fuck? Oh God! Stop! Just stop. G-Man, people call into the atheist experience, not the other way around. Okay, the atheist experience is not calling people, while they're at work or on their day off or something. So what the hell are you talking about, dude?
He's making all of this up.
Oh, I know he is. I mean, that's the only way, and I've been saying this for quite some time. The only way G-Man, and more importantly, his little posse, as I'm sure you know, as they're known as the Clown Car Posse, the only way they can defeat someone like me, who's really even not that intelligent, that's the only way they can beat us is by making up our positions.
So everything is shifting between drama and science now. You're in a drama crowd. You're in a crew with the amazing atheist. Well, then again, he talks about politics sometimes. You're on this side, a group of people over here that wants to waste your time. That's the drama side. And that wants to push their scientific agenda. They want to make sure that evolution is considered to be true. Big Bang is true. They want to try to get you to believe abiogenesis is true.
Well, I'm sorry. Evolution considered to be true. Evolution is true, sir. And so is the Big Bang Theory, and abiogenesis is still a scientific, is still a field of science still studied. I don't think it's called a theory yet, but it's still studied as far as I'm concerned. Go ahead, AJ.
I keep rolling my eyes, and it's starting to hurt because most of what he's saying is either made up completely or just misinformation, still made up. It's just, this guy is weird. I don't really know what else to say other than this guy is so stupid.
I mean, I'll give G-Man this. He does not look like he's 42. I'll give him that. He looks maybe in his mid-30s. But believe it or not, he's actually 42 years old. He, at least as far as I know, at least as far as I checked, he still lives with his sister in New Jersey.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not judging that because I still live with my sister, but that's only because I moved to Vermont this year in January.
To drop young earth creationism and creationism in general. They don't want you dealing with intelligence. And for a lot of people, it's boring, which is why their channels aren't growing the way they used to.
I'll admit science can be boring sometimes, but for those Christians who are on the fence, for any religious person in general who is on the fence, it could be quite helpful. AJ, your thoughts before I continue?
I do understand why science could be boring to some people, but to me it's fascinating, like really, really fascinating. Yeah. So it's like he's speaking for everybody.
Well, he's trying to speak for the people in his crowd, but I mean, science is not my strong verse. Anyone who's watched my channel knows that I'm a big history nerd. But I know maybe enough to know to refute idiots like him. But yeah, science is not my strong verse, and science can be boring sometimes if you go into major specifics. But I mean, if you watch a lot of atheist YouTubers, most of their testimony is about how they watched other atheist YouTubers about how their scientific knowledge.
People wanted to hear the arguments that made the great debate the great debate. And no, I'm not referring that to over there on the other side of YouTube. I'm talking about the real great debate community, which is the whole of YouTube, where people get together and they debate about these issues. All right. So you're on either side. And since evangelical atheism is almost dead because all you wonderful Christians out there and theists out there that are doing your jobs and not compromise, okay? Now they're shifting to try to convince you that evolution is true. And that's a die too. And evolution is looking really bad right now. There's a lot of research on this. Intelligent design is going to be taught in school. I promise you that, guys. Intelligent design will be taught in school. Right on evolution.
Oh my god.
He promises us stuff. Like, says the guy who's been debunked so many times for lying.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. And, I mean, the Supreme Court has ruled on this 50 fucking years ago. I mean, intelligent design, let me be very clear, and at the risk of AJ getting mad at me, I think I can speak for her when I say intelligent design is creationism. The only reason people like Gman call it intelligent design is because it's their pathetic attempt to make creationism sound more scientific. Gman, creationism is never going to be taught in public classrooms, because here's the thing: if you do that, you have to invite every other creationism myth in the classroom. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like your niece and nephew learning about the Hindu and Buddhist and every other creationism myth out there. Okay, so no, creationism is never, ever going to be taught in the classroom, at least as long as the United States is for the most part, a secular government. AJ, your thoughts?
I'm not mad at all, to be honest. I agree with you highly. And what is with this guy?
I know it. I mean, I don't mean to sound mad, but how the fuck does this dude get over 9,000 subscribers?
We all want to watch him go slowly insane. That's my theory.
Well, my theory is the only reason he has that much is because of his, I think like maybe 3 appearances on the Drunken Peasants. I mean, this guy is like comedy gold at this point.
Evolution plays too much of a role, and this whole religion that they're trying to build together. Believe it or not, one of the ways they're doing it is through evolution. A lot of different religions believe in biological evolution and a spiritual form of evolution that these atheists on YouTube are insanely ignorant about. I'll be talking about those topics a little bit later, and believing that you evolved from an amoeba. So,
oh, shut up! No evolution. No person that accepts evolution believes that, okay? If abiogenesis is true, that means that all life began with inorganic chemical compounds, which, by the way, if you believe some of the experiments done through that, that is actually true. Inorganic chemical compounds can create single-cell organisms. So no one believes that we evolved from an amoeba. AJ, your thought before I continue?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I can't say anything else.
Okay, no, that's fine. I mean, if you want me to stop the video at some point.
Oh no, this is funny.
Okay, cool.
You share a common ancestor. I'm sorry, with an amoeba for the technical people.
Shut up. No, we don't.
So, yeah, so a lot of people are going to be pushing the evolutionary agenda. So people like myself, Nephilim Free's been doing a lot longer than me, and True Empiricist has been doing longer than me. In fact, he's probably the most outspoken person regarding the evolutionary topics in the last couple of years on here. Tommy Hall, Kent Hovind, and there's a lot of other brothers and sisters out there that is speaking up against the theory of evolution and are not compromising their faith for the sake of not being teased community. And by the way, for those of you people out there who know,
oh god. G-Man, let me be very clear. I actually accept Christians who accept evolutionary theory. Now, granted, I think they're wrong in believing that a God guided it, but I'd rather have Christians who believe in the evolutionary theory due to them believing that the Earth is 10,000 years old and that we all evolved from, through a brother and sister ancestral relationship. Okay, I think I took the words right out of AJ's mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but let me be very clear. I don't think G-Man believes in a literal Genesis, but if he does, there are plenty of Christians out there who believe that the Earth is not only 10,000 years old, but that the female population, which, obviously is AJ, believes that they came from the rib of a man. So, yeah, I think that's less believable than, we came, we're the process of, natural processes through millions of years. I think that's more believable than, women came from the rib of a man.
So if I came from the rib of a man, does that make me the embodiment of the skeleton army all over Twitter?
I don't know, but you know what? If the Rocky series is true, you could be the next Rocky.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if the female boxing party, well, I don't want to say party. I do watch boxing, but I don't know if the female boxing community has a heavyweight division, but you know what? You could be it. I don't know how much you weigh, but you could be it.
This stuff is so much fun.
I know. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm more articulate than this, but again, I've had many shots of tequila, and I've had like 5 screwdrivers tonight, so my apologies for not being professional.
being teased by the secular community, you know exactly who you are. You haven't said nothing positive about Jesus Christ in years, and you know it. So,
how the fuck do you know?
Evolution is going to get destroyed if it doesn't happen by Nephilim Free, Tommy Hall, and the rest of the other guys that I mentioned.
Wait! Stop! Fucking stop! Nephilim Free, the guy who thinks that fucking that the Earth is what, I think 10,000 years old. You mean that guy? Huh? You mean that guy who thinks that Noah's Ark is an actual event? You mean that dude? Seriously? That's who you describe as your scientific dude? Oh my god. I mean, I know I'm not on camera right now, but if I did, I'd be psyching myself in the head with a Bible right now. AJ, your thoughts?
I'm gonna admit, Noah's Ark used to be one of my favorite stories when I was a Christian kid, but even I had a feeling it was wrong because I knew we would have found the boat by now. It was supposed to be huge, and we would have found it by now.
Well, it's more than that. And by the way, to anyone watching that will watch this video, you don't even have to delve into the scientific points of Noah's Ark. The logistics of it will more than disprove it. For example, no flood on Earth could rise above Mount Everest, which, by the way, Mount Everest is about, I think, 6 million years old. If Noah's Ark actually happened, the animals on the ark wouldn't be able to breathe at that height. So, yeah. Doubt that Gman will accept that, but yeah.
It's going to happen by yours truly. Because you guys can laugh and scoff, and bottom line is, until you show the evidence, evolution is not what you say it is. And if I'm saying
until you show the evidence, G-Man, I've watched you long enough to know that you've been given evidence. You've been given transitional fossils. You've been given DNA and genetic evidence. And you try so desperately to poke holes in it, and you fail every single time. Okay, this is a man who thinks, who is famous for asking the question, and I quote, "Have you ever seen a dog become a non-dog?" That's what this man is famous for, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. AJ,
He said that?
Yeah, that's what he's famous for saying. I'm like, one of the times he was on the Drunken Peasants, he actually asked, I think it was TJ, the Amazing Atheist. He said, and I quote, "Have you ever seen a dog become a non-dog?" That's what he said.
Non-dog.
Yeah.
What? I don't understand. What does that mean?
I don't know what he means by non-dog either, but apparently he doesn't realize that dogs are tetrapods, which, if to anyone out there who doesn't know what that means an animal that has 4 limbs protruding out of the body, like we do, by the way. Yeah, that that's what he thinks. He pretty much he thinks that evolution should be viewed as like Pokemon evolution. That's pretty much what he's looking for at that point. At this point, sorry.
Imagine a young child that watches my videos and come to this conclusion. Imagine a teenager.
I can't speak for AJ, but I've seen children go on YouTube and they look up clips from their favorite fucking kids videos. Okay, if this idea that children are going on YouTube looking up theist versus atheist debates, Gary, that's not going on, sir. AJ, your thoughts?
It's not. I've even asked my little cousin, and he doesn't even know what half of this stuff is.
Exactly. I mean, but by the way, as far as teenagers are concerned, they should be going to a biology teacher or a biology professor. They shouldn't be going to a fucking YouTube idiot who at this point is viewing evolution as Pokemon evolution, like you see in the fucking cartoons. At least I'm hoping most teenagers in America are that smart enough to do, but who knows at this point.
Growing up, has been thinking about what they've been taught at school and see one of my videos or a number of these videos, not everybody laughing with you. Some people are laughing at you.
You know who's supposedly laughing at us? Are fucking idiots like you. Okay? Again, if and I'm only saying this as a hope for humanity, I'm hoping the teenagers of this generation will be going to the biology teacher or even a biology college professor when it comes to questions about evolution. They won't be going to some fucking YouTube idiot who doesn't know what the fuck who doesn't even know the basics of evolution. AJ, your thoughts?
That's what I did when I was little. I went to the teacher. I didn't go to YouTube. I barely went on YouTube when I was young.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start going on YouTube until like a few years ago. So I don't know why he keeps saying, "Oh, well, children and teenagers." Like, where are you getting this information from, sir?
He's making it up. He makes it all
A lot
up.
of people appreciate my videos. Okay, they may not leave comments, but they appreciate the videos because they don't want to get involved with the attacks that come from the secular community. So I say this again, guys: rejoice. Evangelicalism is deadly.
First of all, there's no such anything as evangelical atheism. I mean, you may have outspoken atheism, but there's no such thing as evangelical. So you need, once again, you're just lying out of your ass, sir.
Bionic dance lead YouTube for whatever reason. You don't really got to hear. You're gonna really be hearing a lot of videos on more.
Stop, dude. What fucking world do you live in? There are atheist podcasts popping up all over YouTube. Okay, hell, I'm even a Patreon of one. So what the hell are you talking about that if the atheist experience and the atheist voice and bionic dance, if they go bye-bye, that YouTube atheism is gone? What fucking world do you live in, sir? Because, I mean, AJ's been watching me long enough to know that I'm a very militant atheist. She and I may have our differences, but she knows that I'm a militant atheist and that I mainly attack Christianity. So, AJ, your thoughts?
I have been watching you for a while. I know you are really good at what you do. So I like listening to you more than me talking, because mostly what you say is pretty much what I think. So, and this guy keeps making stuff up. It's hard to listen to sometimes because it's so dumb.
Yeah, and I mean, I think if you even do like a basic YouTube search, you'll find at least 5,000 YouTube channels. Granted, most, I mean, maybe a quarter of them don't even have videos on them, but I mean, to sit there and say that YouTube atheism is dead because Bionic Dance and Atheist Voice and Atheist Experience will go bye-bye, that isn't true, sir. And I think he only thinks that because, to anyone out there who doesn't know, Gman only pays attention to atheist YouTube channels that are big. He doesn't pay attention to the small YouTube channels like mine. Or, again, AJ is not an atheist, she is a spiritualist, but again, he doesn't pay attention to the small channels. So that's probably why he thinks YouTube atheism will be dead if these people go bye-bye, which isn't true at all.
They
AJ,
ain't going anywhere, dude.
Yeah,
G-Man, they aren't going anywhere. No matter how many times you tell yourself this, they're not going away. And you're rejoicing over nothing. And it doesn't even look like you're rejoicing. You're just opening your eyes really creepily wide and just talking nonsense.
Yeah, but by the way, to anyone who doesn't know, G-Man's been pretty much saying this shtick for 4 years now, and it still hasn't been true. And before I continue the video, this right here is my my comment that I made just 4 days ago.
Let's see.
First of all, I'm gonna read it for the viewers. I added a comment that first of all, it isn't talked about as much because the theist versus atheist debate has pretty much been done to death. And secondly, you have been saying this for 3 years and it still isn't true. YouTube atheism isn't going anywhere. Sorry to disappoint your fragile ego, G-Man. And Heavy Hollow, who is also a subscriber of mine, he said, get back to us in a year about that and see if it still is. And it is true, he's been saying this shtick for 3 years that YouTube atheism is dead, and it still hasn't happened.
Of course it's dead. I mean, they're still here. I mean, they're ghosts.
Well, I'll give G-Man this. The whole YouTube, the whole atheist versus theist debate isn't talked about as much because, even TJ the Amazing Atheist admits to this, that the whole theist versus atheist debate has pretty much been done to death at this point. Okay? That's not something people want to watch, at this day and age. Which, by the way, funny fact about YouTube, the most viewed channels on YouTube are gaming channels, not atheist channels or even theist channels. So.
All right. A lot of these atheists are starting to understand that God probably does exist. They don't want to admit it in public. Trust me, this is the case, guys. I guarantee you this case.
Oh, first of all, dickhead, don't you ever think that you could speak for me, okay? While I am well, pardon me. While I am an agnostic atheist, I don't believe for a second that your God exists. In fact, I would go so far as to say I know for a fact that the Christian God does not exist. As far as the God in general, I don't know. I'm not dead yet. I don't know what's going to happen to my consciousness, which is uniquely me. What will happen to that when I die? Okay, but as far as the Christian God is concerned, yeah, he doesn't exist. He never has existed. Okay, you fuckers have been saying that Jesus is gonna come back for 2,000 years, and he hasn't come back yet. Okay, AJ, your thoughts?
He's never coming. He doesn't exist. I I I don't like saying that around my mom, but online I have no problem with it.
Yes. Okay. I mean, this is a God who thinks that the that his creation should live up to perfection, when quite honestly, that's never going to happen. And if he actually cared about us like you claim he does, he would actually lower his expectations of us, which, according to you, he's clearly not going to do. So, and quite frankly, I'm not going to worship a God that's doesn't think twice about, drowning the whole world because his creation didn't turn out the way he wanted it to. Anywho, the 40 seconds left of this video.
All right, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting your evidence out there. Keep putting your videos out there. Let them make their little comedic videos. Let them keep making their videos where they're trying to make us look stupid. Let them keep doing it.
Okay, G-Man, I don't need... no one needs to make you look stupid. You do that all on your own, sir.
Not working. We are getting the job done. Keep proving that evolution is false. Keep proving that God exists. Keep providing your evidence.
You're not proving anything.
I'm sorry. What was that? What was that, AJ?
He's not proving anything.
Exactly. You haven't proved a damn thing, sir. Okay, you've been using the same arguments that theists have been using for decades, and arguments that have been debunked for decades, sir. So you're not proving a goddamn thing. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I close out, AJ, what's your closing thoughts?
G-Man is G-Man. He'll never change, and my opinion of him will never change. It's these people don't really grasp the idea of change. They are hypocritical. They're weird. I don't want people to go away. I like humanity. I care about people. It's just, but these people with this kind of mentality are poisonous. Okay? I just wish they would just keep this stuff to themselves, at least.
I agree. My closing thought is, now, how can I say this politely? Gman has commented on one of my videos, so I'm borderline thinking he knows who I am. But if Gman does see this video, I'm going to be talking to Gman directly right now. Gman, stop lying to yourself. YouTube atheism isn't going anywhere. Okay? And as far as your delusion that you think no one's debunked your arguments, they have. Okay? Because at least from what I've seen, you're nothing but not only are you a Ken Hovind ripoff, you are also a Ray Comfort ripoff. I've heard your arguments for the past 2 years, and they sound exactly similar to either Ray Comfort or Ken Hovind. Okay, so stop thinking that your arguments are unique, because they're not. I've heard them before, and quite frankly, I've debunked them before. Okay, and if you had any guts, you would actually have most of the people you've blocked, by the way, you would allow them on your channel to debunk the crap that you say. Okay? And as TJ the Amazing Atheist said, Do you know why you get so many video responses to you? Because you're an idiot who is easy to pwn the shit out of. That's what you are, G-Man, and that's what you will always be. You are YouTube pwnage on easy mode. Okay, it's about time you accept your place in the great debate community, and that is, you are pretty much low-hanging fruit. That's what you are. That's what you'll always be. Anyway.
I agree. G-Man, I don't know you as a person as much as the other debaters do, but I'm younger than you, and I pity you so much. I do. I don't like the idea of pitying a over 40-year-old man, but I do. I feel so bad for you, and I really wish you could get better, but at this point, from what I've seen, what I've heard, you can't. And that is incredibly sad.
Yes, I agree. And quite frankly, at this point, you need to stop deluding yourself into thinking that you and your posse friends have defeated us. You haven't, and you never will. Anyway, that's my rant. I would like to thank AJ for joining me. And as always, I would like to thank David Fulton for being my only Patreon at this point. Please subscribe to him. He does have a few videos on his channel. Anyway, that's me and AJ's rant. You all have a good night. Good night.